Yo, 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 what is up? What is up? Can't wait to see Miami get whooping by Oregon. Yeah, I'm going to be very interested to see what they do with Miami and Notre Dame this week. What's up, Eric? I was listening to part of some of Lou's show this morning, and he seems to think that Miami's getting in, but Notre Dame's not. I don't know about that. What's up, Millis? But then again, nothing would surprise me. Anything the committee does is not surprising to me anymore. So, who is Kentucky going to hire? Good question. No idea. They're going to have to probably go the group of 5 route, if I had to guess. I don't know. They might be able to steal a coordinator from somewhere, I guess, maybe. As who to? I mean, I wouldn't even know where to begin with who Kentucky would hire. How many jobs are still open? You got Kentucky. Penn State's still open. What about UCLA? What are they doing? Hire Clemson's offensive coordinator? Yeah. As a matter of fact, I think Garrett Riley would be a great fit for Kentucky. Get him. Go ahead, buddy. Who am I missing? Kentucky, Penn State, UCLA. Is that it? I feel like I'm missing somebody for some reason. Bet your life savings on Alabama to beat Georgia. Yeah, no. I do think this is going to be a really good game, though. I wouldn't even know where to begin to who to bet on in that one. Clemson to get Missouri's offensive coordinator. Yeah. Saw a video this morning where a guy was saying that Kiffin is going to break the NIL. Well, they're pledging $25 million right out the gate every year for to buy players with. I was looking at that earlier. I forget the exact dollar amount, but this year it was Texas Tech. And Texas Tech has the best team that money can buy, right? This year. It was an insane amount of money. I think it was upwards of $40 million in NIL is what Texas Tech has in their team this year. So, I mean, you essentially have a roster full of guys who are getting paid like they're in the NFL. Not just 1 or 2 or 3, but the whole team, virtually, which is nuts. But that it's just one of those things. It's going to be people hate it, some people like it. Whatever your stance is on it, it's one of those things. You're not putting the toothpaste back in the tube. It's here to stay. So. Which is why people get so frustrated with Dabo Swinney. I mean, he takes and particularly on the transfer portal, he takes a sort of a moral stance on that. And, I mean, he doesn't have to like it, but That's just what you got to do to compete. You know. What's up, dog behind enemy lines? How you doing, buddy? Yoda. Indiana beats Ohio State. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to pick against Ohio State, right? But it's hard to pick against Indiana. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Indiana did beat Ohio State. Now, both of them they're both getting in the playoffs. I mean, Fantasy Football League. I don't even know. My team got so riddled with injuries on my fantasy football team. It's almost impossible for me to win now. Every one of my great players it's either on IR or questionable. LSU went to the portal and look how they did. It's more than the portal. Yeah, I mean, but the portal is a part of it. I mean, you're right. I mean, Florida State went to the portal too, and look how they. The difference is coaching. You need to utilize the portal, and you have to have good coaching staff. That's what you need. I mean, I don't think it's a coincidence that a couple of the best players on Clemson's team this year were from the transfer portal. Will Helt, probably the best defensive player on the team. He transferred in from Purdue. And when he's on the field, he plays well as Tristan Smith, another transfer. But yeah. Not only that, he won't even have a discussion about money with a player until they've signed at Clemson. This is really what's hurt him in the transfer portal, because he has tried. I mean, he's offered a lot of guys in the portal that have just turned Clemson down because he won't talk money with them. Every other school will. You know, if you've got. Well, here's a perfect example. I forget the guy's name now. But last year, last offseason, Clemson was shopping for an offensive lineman in the portal. They needed to create some depth on the offensive line. So they found one a really good offensive lineman that they really wanted, and they recruited him. And he really wanted to come to Clemson. It was between Clemson and Georgia Tech. Well, he calls up Dabo and was like, hey, Georgia Tech's offering me this amount of money. Can you match that or beat it? And Dabo's like, no, I'm not talking money with you until you're a Clemson Tiger. So he's like, okay, well, then off to Georgia Tech I go. The problem is it's not that Clemson won't pay their players. They've got a team full of millionaires right now. Dabo doesn't want to play the game. He doesn't want to play the game. And I part of me respects that he doesn't want to get down and dirty and play that game. But the fact of the matter is, everybody else is playing the game. You've got to play the fucking game, buddy, if you want to compete. I forget that guy's name. He's one of the better players on Georgia Tech's team, too. We really could have used him this year. You know, what's up, Slim Shady? Boy, Slim Shady had a rough morning. Slim Shady got in a car wreck. Was that your car? Or was that the family car, I mean? The Subaru? I couldn't tell from the picture. Looks like somebody ran a red light or something, smashed up Slim Shady's car this morning. The whole front, like, whatever. The whole front corner. It looked like it was the passenger side. Subaru Slim's a lesbian. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if your wife buys a Subaru, you might have some questions and start being, gotta have sit her down and have a conversation. I got some questions going on here. Lou, I heard you say this morning that you think that Miami is going to get in the playoffs ahead of, there is a scenario that says that neither one of them could make it in. If BYU wins the Big 12, that probably knocks out Notre Dame and Miami. But in the event that Texas Tech wins the Big 12, which we all think that they will, so you think that Miami's win over Pitt is going to catapult them ahead of Notre Dame? Is that what you're saying? Slim says he is a lesbian. I am too. Yep. Yeah, I guess you won't be driving a Subaru to the girls' trip. When is that girls' trip? I don't even know what it is. What's up, Stingray? Is it like this? Is it the? What is it? The week before we go to Vegas or 2 weeks before? I know it's before we go. It better be fixed by then. That's not that far away. It's only like a month away. January 8th. How in hell do you know, Nate? How does Nate know the dates of the wives' trip and I don't? The hell? There you go, 8th through the 12th. Vandy has a better chance than Miami, who has no chance. To make it in the playoffs? You mean? I don't know about. I don't think that's true. I wouldn't say. I would say a slim chance. I wouldn't say a no chance. Yeah, yeah. Next time Mrs. Pete's like, you know what, we need to talk, Pete. I'll be like, well, just call Nate. He'll actually listen to you. He'll even care what you say, too. Gee. Nate, do you want to be Mrs. Pete's emotional friend so I don't have to anymore? We have a National Signing Day this week. Yeah, what is it, Wednesday? All right. I'm gonna start the show here in just about 45 seconds or so. And by start the show, there is no show. I mean, I call this a show, but it's really just me talking to you. But by start the show, I mean, we're going to go ahead and bring on Slim Shady. What's up, buddy?
Okay. Well, I've had better Monday mornings.
Yeah, that's no fun.
No, I wasn't even, I got woke up to that because her and the kids left. She went to take the kids to school, and I went back to bed.
So
fucking I'm off.
Were you driving or was she?
No, she was. I was at home in bed.
Oh, okay. All right, then. I knew it was her car, but I didn't know if you were driving it. You know what I mean?
No, I wasn't driving it.
So here's the question that everybody wants to know. Whose fault was it?
I mean, do we really need to state the obvious?
What happened?
Well, actually, I'll give her a little bit of credit that the road where it happened is notorious for people hauling ass through there. Because I've been one of them on many occasions. And, I don't know. She said she looked both ways, was crossing over, headed to take the little one to the babysitter. And she started to go, looked up, there he is. They both swerved and he caught the front end of the car.
I mean, what do you mean she went to go what? Was she at an intersection or something?
It was a two-way stop, not a four-way stop.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, well, that's why you pay through the nose for insurance.
Actually, my insurance is not bad. Like full coverage on 2 vehicles and liability on my old truck, like $160 a month or something like that.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
No, but we also have our homeowners insurance through the same company.
Well, also, yeah, it depends on you can adjust your rate based on the deductible.
Yeah, well, my deductible is only like $500.
Yeah, that's what mine is too.
Yeah.
But we've got 3 cars because I just got that truck not long ago. So we've got the Jeep, we've got a Jeep, we've got a Ford, and we've got the Chevy truck that I just got. All on Progressive insurance, and it's $300 a month for full coverage for all 3 cars. So it's $100 per vehicle.
Yeah.
Which,
well, see, I've only got liability on the one because number one, there's no point in having full coverage on my old truck because they're not gonna. I wreck that thing at this point. They're gonna total it. I mean, the truck is 22 years old with over 420,000 miles.
What kind of truck is it?
A little Dodge Dakota.
Damn, 420,000 miles on it. Jeez.
Or 26 or 7, I think.
That thing will probably rust into oblivion before the engine gives up on it.
I mean, at the rate it's going, and I mean, yeah, I've had to do original motor, original transmission. I've had to replace, little stuff like the fuel pump, alternator, oil pump, or no, not the oil pump, power steering pump.
Nate, you're a scholar and a gentleman. Mike wants to know what happens if Duke beat Virginia but Troy beat SMU. It's unlikely, but it could happen. Well, if Duke beats Virginia, the ACC is fucked.
Actually, it's not even out of the question. Well, at least it's being floated around on ESPN. It's not set in stone that it's Duke and Virginia.
Huh? Games this week.
Apparently, there's they would probably have to make the announcement today, but apparently there's talk of them pulling some shenanigans like the Big Ten did in 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Because Duke and Miami have the same conference record.
Yeah, but they don't. They use opponents win percentage is the metric they're using. That's why Duke is in ahead of what was a 4-way tie.
Yeah, I think it's like a 4-way tie. There's like 4 teams that have a
I'm pretty sure.
Record.
I'm pretty sure Duke is. I think it's already set. I don't know where you heard that.
I guess it was ESPN talking about it Saturday.
So what would they say if it wasn't Duke, who would it be? Pitt?
Miami.
Miami?
I don't see, if they haven't announced it yet, I don't see them doing it. But like I said, they were talking about it on College Football Final.
Should be SMU. Yeah,
I can see that too.
God damn, they shit the bed, didn't they?
I mean, once again, the Big Ten pulled the same shit in 2020.
Yeah.
To put Ohio State in the Big Ten title game.
I'm looking up I'm looking at some of these lines right now. I'm pretty sure there's already a line out for Duke.
probably. Like I said, if they haven't announced it yet, I find it unlikely, but.
Yeah, Duke and Virginia is going to be the higher seed, the home team, de facto home team. And Virginia is favored by 3.5. And you know what? I really like that number. I really like that number.
Probably, just because of how up and down Duke has been, I'd probably take Virginia in that.
Yeah. Virginia's honestly, offense is legit.
I'm surprised they won the Virginia Tech game, because that's a game that, normally, even if Virginia is better, they still find a way to lose that game.
Yeah, they're a good team. I've been saying it all year, and everyone's like, "Oh, Pete thinks Virginia's good." Well, it's the same. It's kind of like the same thing with Indiana. Now, look, I don't think Virginia's as good as Indiana. I'm not saying that they are, but it's the people. They can't get past the logo on the helmet.
Yeah.
So if they have a good team 1 year, or 2 years, or whatever it is, they can't get past the fact that Virginia's been a terrible football program for 50 years. You know what I mean? So, but I've watched a lot of Virginia games this year, and that's a good football team, especially offensively. They're really good. So, I think they should win this. But the ACC is so weird. Who fucking knows? I mean, you know what I mean? It would be the most ACC thing ever for Duke to win that game. Anywho. I lost Slim. I was wondering, I was like, gee, he must not like what I was saying because you're not responding.
No, my phone just completely spazzed out. And even it completely closed out StreamYard and everything. My damn headset or my earbud disconnected. I was like, what the hell?
Wreckman, I think Georgia Tech tried real hard.
I guess my phone didn't like what you were saying.
Did you watch that game? I mean, were you working this weekend?
Yeah, I had to work this weekend.
Well, it was on.
We didn't have a whole lot going on Saturday, so I had the Miami and Pitt game up on one of the TVs and intake, or one of the computer monitors. We watched that, and we watched the Tennessee Vandy game.
The Georgia Tech game was good. It was really good. It was one of the better games of the week, actually.
That game, I didn't see the game, but I ended up seeing the final score. I would have taken the over in that game.
Yeah.
And I would have lost my ass.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't do that. I won money on that game. I bet on Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech was a 2-touchdown underdog.
Yeah.
So I put like $100 on it and won. So.
Because Georgia's defense has not been what you expect out of Georgia under Kirby Smart, and Georgia Tech's defense, what defense?
Yeah.
Hell, I expected the Miami Pitt game to be closer. I would not have called a blowout in that game.
I lost money on that one. Luckily, it was only, I think I only bet like $25 on that one. But, I bet on Pitt. And they didn't.
I mean, as much as I would like to toot the Miami horn on that one, I mean, Pitt had almost 70 yards worth of penalties in the first half. Like, they were shooting themselves in the foot.
Speaking of shooting themselves in the foot, how many of you have seen the footage? So you know the Lane Kiffin story, right? He's off to LSU yesterday.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, he's at the airport or whatever, on the runway, getting in his private jet, and there's all these Ole Miss fans out there fucking yelling and screaming and cussing. Have you guys seen that? I don't even know where I'd find it. It's hilarious, though.
Now, is it also the most Lane Kiffin thing? Like, told his staff, either you come with me now or you're fired.
Yeah. I mean, and then he spent. I mean, I understand why he did what he did. I mean, because he was still playing. I mean, it was still the regular season. And he wasn't going to come out and say, yeah, I'm leaving. But we all knew he was leaving because if he was staying, he just would have said he's staying. I mean, there's all these other coaches out there that have Signetti, Clark Lee at Vanderbilt just did it before this weekend. All those guys' names are coming up for these big jobs, and they're like, no, I'm staying. But Lane Kiffin didn't say that. So, of course, he's going somewhere. Yeah. But I do think it's I kind of agree with Nick Saban on this. Saban said that this process is broken because of the way the calendar falls, I guess. That these coaches should be, if they're going to another program, but they still have games to play in the season, especially the postseason, they should be able to coach their team throughout till the end of the season.
I agree with that.
Now, I don't know if maybe Lane Kiffin doesn't even want to coach the team through the end of the season, But I mean, it's kind of a slap in the face.
To his assistants, it comes across that way.
It's kind of a slap in the face to your players.
It really is.
I mean, now Lane Kiffin's stance on it is, well, players are not really, it's not like it was 15, 20 years ago. This is semi-pro sports now. The players aren't loyal to the teams anymore. Half the team has 1 foot out the door already in the transfer portal every year. So
when you build your team that way, but I don't think that rings true for teams like Clemson, for example.
Right? Yeah. No. It's different everywhere. You're right. He does build his team that way. You're right.
Like for Ole Miss, Florida State, yes, that's true. I mean, because we saw, Florida State, it got to the end of the year, and then, all the mercenaries just phoned it in because, we're getting our paycheck.
Now, I don't think he'll have that much of an issue with that at LSU because I think he'll be able to recruit it at LSU easier than he could do at Ole Miss. So he won't have to use the transfer portal as much, although I still think he will. But it's not a necessary.
Recruiter Lane Kiffin does.
Well, I don't know. The speaking of logos on the helmets, that logo on that helmet kind of recruits itself.
Well, I don't disagree with that. So I think he will get, like you said, baseline level talent there will be higher obviously at LSU versus Ole Miss. Not just because of the logo, but also because of where it is. I mean, there's more football talent in Louisiana than there is in Mississippi.
That reminds me, Lou, are you still in here? There he is. I got to send you 25. I owe you $25. Lou, did you win the Lane Kiffin bet? I think Lou did. The funny thing is, so Lou last week goes, me, you, and Vic. It was me, Lou, and Vic. Lou goes, let's do $25. We have to guess where Lane Kiffin's going to be next year, right? So he goes, Pete, it's your show, so you get first pick. I picked Florida like an idiot. Then Vic picked second. Vic picked Ole Miss. And so the only one left over, Lou was like, God damn it, I was going to say Ole Miss too. But so he only had one option. It was LSU, and so he won by default. he won because me and Vic don't know what the fuck we're talking about.
Apparently not.
Because he was going to take Ole Miss too.
Well, we knew that about Vic. I mean, we get a weekly reminder of that on the Outpick Vic.
Yeah. He's going to be able to tap into East Texas, which is extremely talent-rich. Yeah, I think he'll. LSU, aren't they always in the top 10 every year, no matter who the fucking coach is? I mean, that's just one of those schools that's going to be a top 5 or top 10 recruiting class every year, no matter who's the coach there.
I'd say top 15, maybe not top 10.
Let's see what they are right now. Of course, we do have signing day this week.
Yeah.
What is it here? What am I looking up here? Recruiting.
Oh, it was funny. Saturday, Big Dog Brett was going on for half an hour on how Texas is going to bump 2-3 potential playoff teams out. They're going to be ranked higher than A&M.
What?
Yeah, Big Dog Brett has bumped his head.
Are you being serious?
Absolutely. Hey, as far as I know, that stream is still up.
Okay. So here's what the standings are right now, and I'm assuming they're not going to change much between now and Wednesday. Southern Cal is currently leading the country. They got 34 commits. That's why they're number one. Georgia 2 with 31 commits. Alabama 3 with 23 commits. Notre Dame 4 with 27 commits. Oregon 5. Look at that. Oregon's got 4 5-stars recruits. So does Notre Dame. Ohio State is 6. Texas is 7. Tennessee at 8. Did you hear those rumors about Josh Heupel to Penn State?
I did not, but there is a segment of the Rocky Flop fan base that is at their wits' end with Josh Heupel.
Of course they are. But because they're delusional.
Very Miami fan-esque of them.
Yeah, they're delusional.
Yeah.
They think they should win, even though they haven't won the SEC in 30 years or whatever it is. They still think they should win the SEC every year. They don't do that, and they want to move on to somebody who they think can, and then it's just a vicious cycle.
Well, and not only is he not winning the SEC, but he's not making the playoffs this year like he did last year.
Yeah. Anyway, number 8 for Tennessee, A&M 9, Miami 10. So that's a good recruiting class for Miami.
Sure.
1 5-star, 19 4-stars. So that's pretty good. 11 Michigan. There we go. LSU 12. Now considering the fact that they haven't had a coach for a month and a half or whatever, that's pretty good. 12.
Yeah. Well, see, a lot of this too depends on what recruiting service you look at. Like ESPN was talking about this during the Miami game. According to ESPN's recruiting department, Malachi Toney was a 3-star.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Not a bad recruiting class for Florida State, considering they build their team mostly through the transfer portal. They're sitting at 14.
I can't hate it.
Oh, there's the Tigers down there at 18.
Which, by the way, I am completely behind the Florida State administration for keeping Mike Norvell. I think that was the best decision for all parties involved.
Yeah, well, I don't. I mean, I'm happy he's staying. Believe me. I don't understand.
The only party involved that I'm really worried about is me.
Yeah, okay.
And, yeah, I'm completely behind him staying at Florida State.
We have a problem. Dabo Swinney's getting out recruited by fucking Bill Belichick now. What is going on? But look at the difference in commits. I mean, North Carolina's got 39 commits. Clemson has 20. So they have twice as many commits. Look at it. Listen to this. 11 4-stars and 28 3-stars. Damn. Belichick's out there tearing up the recruiting trail, eh?
I mean, by North Carolina standards, probably.
28 3-stars. 3-star U is what we're going to start calling North Carolina. Well, I guess it's always been that way.
I mean, have they ever had 11 4-stars on their roster at one time?
That's a good point. Clemson was up in the top 10. I think as low as as high as 5 or 6, just like maybe a month ago, maybe a little bit longer than a month, maybe 6 weeks ago. Anyway, after they started the season out with 3 and 4, then 3 and 5, you started having people decommit left and right. For Clemson, they had about a record number of decommits this year. I don't think it's more than I've ever seen.
We have Senior Rec Talk here.
Oh, we do? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Good morning, sir.
What's going on, buddy? How are you?
I'm doing good. All things considered.
Good.
Now, I'm doing better than you because my team did not have a heartbreaking loss this weekend against their in-state rival. My team won. So
What am I going to do, man? It's been like that for a fucking decade.
You're going to have a complete mental breakdown into your camera like Sea-Dog does on a regular basis.
I was more mad about the Pitt game. Honestly, this one I was just resigned to self-fucking-pity. And I was like, look, I think I even said in my video after that game, like, we find new ways to lose this game. No one thought this was going to be a 25-point game. So our defense had sucked balls for the past 4 weeks straight. And then you hold them to 16 and lose.
yeah. Yeah, if you would have asked me before the game started, and you say, "Look, I'm not going to tell you who wins the game, but Georgia only scores 16 points," I would have put everything I own on that Georgia Tech won the game.
Yes, I would have as well.
I'd have bet every bit of money I'll ever make.
Yeah,
but it wasn't so. So I just throw my hands up like, I mean, the fuck? What are you gonna do?
that game was brutal, man.
I better not hear another slur from Sea-Dog ever about Mario Cristobal.
Why?
Ever.
Why did we mismanage the game in your estimation?
Well, yes, because your defense didn't show up to the last game of the year, but that was one where your offense decided not to.
Did Brent Key cry after the game? Who didn't? There was a coach that cried after the game this year, wasn't there? Was that?
I don't know. I know Brent Key was crying after the game last year. I remember that.
Oh. I don't know.
I don't know who cried after the game this year. Shane
know.
Beamer.
I can't.
He should have.
Somebody in the chat know who I'm. I don't think it was Shane Beamer. Yeah, but Shane Beamer should be crying. I mean, he has every right to.
Or laughing all the way to the bank because he's making money to be a sucky head coach.
Boy, he's an idiot. I understand why Jackpot hates him. I wouldn't want him either. You see what he said after the Clemson game, Shane Beamer?
No.
He's like, well, yeah, this time next year after we beat Clemson and we're in the playoffs, you guys you'll have faith in the, like, he's already guaranteeing a win over Clemson and a playoff spot next year. It's like, what the fuck? Bro, you are delusional.
To be fair, though, I don't listen to the dumb shit that Mario Cristobal says after a game either, much less Shane Beamer.
Well, most coaches won't say shit that's that dumb because you're 3 wins this year?
They're 4-8.
They're 4-8.
Wins.
Okay.
But still.
You're going to beat Clemson to make the playoffs next year?
Yeah, next year.
I mean, like, just
We'll
because
see.
we're college football nuts, so I'm sure Shane Beamer kind of keeps up with it. Similarly to us, like, he probably knows just as well as the rest of us that Clemson's going to be dog shit next year.
I don't think. Do you think they're gonna be worse than they were this year? I don't.
Yeah, they may not make a bowl game next
No,
year.
people are. So I have the opposite opinion here. Now, again, I'm not saying Clemson's going to be like some world beater or anything, but I think they're actually going to be better next year than they are this year. And here's why. Yeah, they had a lot of upperclassmen on this team, right? But the fact that all those guys who really didn't play hard for the majority of the season aren't going to be there is a good thing in my mind. Do you understand what I'm saying?
You think it was an effort problem out of Clemson?
I know it was.
Well, I mean, it kind of makes sense. What you're saying is the people that suck are leaving.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
That's basically your argument, yeah.
Yeah. Well, mainly the quarterback. I think getting rid of Cade Klubnik. Now, who knows? I mean, the next guy might be worse. I don't know, but he can't be much worse.
Well, here's the problem with Cade Klubnik, and this goes without question. Cade Klubnik regressed. He got worse.
Well,
Because Cade Klubnik was better last year.
well, he was terrible his first year as a starter. He was a fucking turnover machine, right? Then last year he had a decent year, and then he went back. He was bad again this year. He didn't have the turnover problem this year like he had year one, but he's got a decision-making problem. That's what his thing is. He also holds on to the ball too long, which is we saw that against South Carolina. I mean, that game probably should have been about 45-7. Clemson against South Carolina, but he left a bunch of points on the table because he holds the fucking ball too long, and then by the time he throws the ball, he's getting hit.
Yeah, and speaking of quarterbacks, and I know Lou is in this camp with me. There's a whole bunch of Georgia fans that are eating a whole bowl of dicks. Like, Big Dog Brett is still trying to say Carson Beck is a terrible quarterback. You motherfuckers need to stop.
I mean, he's had some bad performances.
Yes, absolutely. But name me a quarterback that hasn't. I mean,
tell him that Gunnar Stockton is terrible because he played one bad game against Georgia Tech. That means he's terrible.
That means he's terrible.
Is he just mad? Is he still they're mad that Carson Beck broke up at Georgia or something? Or I mean,
dude, that's how it comes across. Like, kind of like how Rec and Sea Dog are with Jeff Collins. That's how some of these Georgia fans seem with Carson Beck.
Yeah, but now come on, that's apples and oranges there.
Yeah, that's the same picture.
Hey,
that's
Rec,
nothing
man.
alike. If Carson Beck never won a game, go ahead.
You thought y'all were going to win, didn't you? For most of the game.
I tell you what, man.
I know you did.
I think
It
we're
hurt,
going to win
didn't
the
it?
rest of the game. I did think. Of course it hurt, dude. Of course it hurt. I did think on that last play, I was like, God damn it, one of these has got to go our way. Just one of them.
Yeah.
I'm not asking for much.
Now, be honest, Lou. If I told you,
if we'd have beat you like 40-0, like, it wouldn't have hurt that bad, would it?
Yeah, but like if Wednesday I told you, Lou, that Georgia would only score 16 points, you would have been with the rest of us and said, yeah, Georgia's losing this game.
Yeah, but they didn't.
Who is the?
They didn't.
I'm asking because I don't know, but I know Rec knows. Who is the last head coach at Georgia Tech to beat Georgia? Was it? If it's who I think it is,
Paul Johnson.
It's Paul Johnson?
Yeah, it's Paul Johnson.
Oh my God!
It was Kirby's first year. Yeah, and that was toward that. I guess Johnson left in 18. That was in 16.
Yeah, I was about to say 16. I know Georgia lost to Georgia Tech.
Yeah, they've only beat us 3 times since the 90s.
Good God.
Damn.
That's poverty.
Didn't Paul Johnson win an ACC? Yeah, he did.
They got taken away, didn't
For what?
I thought they got stripped. I thought they got stripped of that title, ACC title.
They did. They haven't won a conference title since 1990.
What'd they get stripped of the title for?
Yeah, someone gave Demarius Thomas. Someone gave Demarius Thomas a tracksuit.
Oh, accepting gifts or something.
Meanwhile, UNC cheats for a decade amongst all sports, and nothing happens.
They didn't lose the title. They didn't lose the title because he got a tracksuit. They lost the title because they played an ineligible player because they knew about it, lied about it, and played him anyway.
Sure.
But that's what happened.
Well,
if you would have sat his ass down, and not played him, you'd have that conference title today.
Why was he ineligible?
I mean, no cap detected.
So was he ineligible because of the tracksuit?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Georgia Tech knew. It's just like when Todd Gurley got busted selling autographs. Georgia didn't wait on the NCAA. They sat his ass down. They didn't let him play. So they didn't have to forfeit any games. Georgia Tech lied about it, covered it up, played him anyway.
I've got an idea for Miami. So Nature Boy says the 2009 ACC title was taken back. So there's no ACC champion. You know how Alabama goes back and claims national titles from 50 years ago? That's what I'm
claiming that ACC title.
That's what Miami should just claim the 2009 ACC title.
Oh.
What if Manny Diaz wins the ACC at Duke before Miami ever wins the ACC?
Damn.
And y'all ran him out of town.
It will hurt a lot less if we're playing in a playoff game.
Yeah.
So Lou,
I'm just saying.
Lou, you think that Miami is going to jump Notre Dame this week? Is that what I heard you say this morning that you think that Miami would get in ahead of Notre Dame?
Yeah, I don't know if they'll jump Notre Dame this week. I think they'll jump Utah this week, which will put them a little bit closer. And then I think when it comes down to it next week and they have to put those final rankings out, I think that's when they'll move Miami. I don't think they'll be able to issue a final ranking with Miami 1 or 2 spots behind Notre Dame and out of the playoffs. I don't think they'll be able to do it. I think they'll move Miami ahead.
Yeah, I tend to disagree. It's kind of like that would be them admitting that they've been wrong this whole time. And also, I guess maybe the way I think that I could see what you're saying could happen is because of what they've said about comparative groupings.
Right.
So now, after they should be in the same comparative grouping now, right?
I think they should move Miami ahead of Notre Dame now because I think they should have had Miami ahead of Notre Dame the whole time.
Right. Yeah. Right.
But and if they're looking for an excuse, they beat Pitt worse than Notre Dame did. In fact, they've got 4 common opponents. Miami beat 3 of them worse than Notre Dame.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
3 of the 4. And look, we shouldn't even have to talk about any of that. It should just be they played and Miami won. That's it, black and white. I mean, that's all there is to it. But apparently the committee needs all this extra made-up statistical information to do it. So there's some made-up shit that doesn't matter that the committee can look at and say, okay, we'll move Miami ahead of Notre Dame.
Mark Richt asked Grok live on air who should be ranked higher, and even Grok said Miami should be ranked ahead of Notre Dame.
Damn, not AI.
Even AI is going to.
I don't know. Maybe AI should be the one picking these fucking teams then.
Maybe.
You know.
Well, I think it would be better if we use, instead of the committee, I think you can fix a lot of this. Use the BCS system for the playoffs.
Well, AI is would be a better system than the BCS.
Didn't they say availability of coaches could affect the rankings?
They did, yeah.
That should knock Notre Dame, or not Notre Dame, but that should knock Ole Miss out of it.
It's not going to knock them out, but they will lose it.
They're talking about Miami. If it was the BCS, Miami would be nowhere near the top 12.
Yeah, I don't think that's true either, though.
It is true. The committee's rankings are almost identical to what the BCS would be. Notre Dame would be like 5 or 6 in the BCS.
Yeah.
Miami would be around 15.
But Grok would have him at 10.
So. Shout out to Grok.
Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see.
That was something else that Big Dog Brett said that kind of struck me. He said the committee doesn't care about the auto bids.
What do you mean by what?
I mean, you don't have a choice but to care about the auto bids. The 5 highest ranked conference champs get an automatic bid.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that doesn't have anything to do with the ranking committee.
He's saying that the ACC champ, who will probably be the 5th highest ranked conference champion, would get left out.
Not if they're the 5th highest ranked conference champion, they won't.
Yeah, they'd have to be the
That's
6th or worse.
That's not up to the ranking committee. The ranking committee doesn't seed the playoffs. The ranking committee just puts out a top 25. That's all they do.
Well, this was him pushing his Texas narrative that Texas getting put in will keep an ACC team, period, from being in.
Yeah, Texas doesn't belong in the playoffs.
Yeah, I don't see them getting playoffs. They lost to Florida.
I mean, I don't care what Steve Sarkisian. I mean, Steve Sarkisian's doing what he should do, I guess, is trying to stump for his team and make some noise, but they shouldn't be in. They're not getting in.
No,
I don't know what Brett's talking about.
Texas is not getting in, and Alabama's not getting out.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Well, yeah. Right. So both Ohio State and Indiana are in, no matter what happens this week. Both Georgia and Alabama are in, no matter what happens this week. I guess as far as the Big 12, if BYU loses, they're probably out, right?
Yeah, they would be out if they lose.
If they win, then both them and Texas Tech get in, which is probably knocks out any chance that Miami had, and probably Notre Dame too.
Notre Dame.
Yeah,
that would knock out Miami and Notre Dame.
Well, and this, I would say this for any team too. This is just on how the committee is ranking people. How does a team, no matter the conference, that only has 4 wins against teams with a winning record in the top 25?
Who are you referring to? I mean, that would be Indiana, wouldn't it?
No, that would be Tennessee. It only has 4 wins against Power 4 teams with winning records.
I think that's probably true of Indiana too, and they're sitting there at number 2.
Well, no, Indiana's undefeated in conference.
Yeah, I know.
Well, Tennessee won't be into. They're not in the AP, are they? They won't be in the playoff ranking.
They were going into this Vandy game. They were ranked, but only had 4 wins against Power 4 teams with a winning record.
Yeah, well, that's kind of an irrelevant stat. I mean, if a team is 12-0 and they've played all shitty teams, should they not be ranked? I mean, I don't think Tennessee should have been ranked either, but I mean, you can't help who's on your schedule.
Yeah, right.
I mean, it's like Indiana last year or Texas A&M this year. Texas A&M has played the bottom half of the SEC. That's it.
Well, and I'm not saying you can help your schedule, but the only teams literally with a pulse that you played, you lost to.
Right. Yeah, I agree with. But I mean, if you're 12-0 and everybody you've beaten is 4-8, should you not be ranked?
Oh no! If you're undefeated, you're undefeated. It is what it is.
Let me ask you a serious question. Had Miami not played Notre Dame this year, which Miami actually won, we all know that, right? But they would have played fucking Kennesaw State or whoever the fuck and beat them 70-0. Do you think that Miami would be ranked higher than they are right now?
No.
No?
But they'd still have losses to SMU and Louisville. They'd have the same record, but they'd have less good wins.
But they would have all these others. I mean, they would have, see, they talk about game control and all this other bullshit. I mean, my question is beating a top 10 Notre Dame. Well, I think it's better. I mean, and I think that's why they should play the games. But does the playoff committee honor that? Or would they look at this and say, well, Miami's, destroyed this other team by 70 points?
Wins, Notre Dame is 2-2 as far as good wins against, good teams. Miami's 4-0 against ranked teams.
Yeah, they're 1-2 against ranked teams, Notre Dame.
Mm-hmm. Oh, was it 1-2? I thought they were 2-2. My bad.
Yeah, I think so.
No, they beat Southern Cal. That's it.
That's it.
It's not ranked. Pitt's not ranked anymore, and neither is Navy.
Well, they were ranked when they played them.
Well,
that doesn't matter. Who gives a shit? Florida State was ranked 7th in the country at one point.
And the two currently ranked teams that they played, they lost to, A&M and Miami.
Well, they beat Southern Cal, so they're 1-2.
Oh yeah, 1-2.
Yeah. Well, okay. I mean, we knocked FSU out of the top 25, and we knocked Pitt out of the top 25. That's right, two.
Those aren't ranked wins either.
All right, there's Big Dog Brett in the chat. Brett, I didn't hear what they're talking about. That you were trying to make a case saying that you think Texas is going to make the playoffs somehow. I don't know. So I didn't hear your rant about it or your reasoning behind it. But
he wasn't going on. He guaranteed Texas will be in the playoffs.
Guaranteed.
Yeah,
I'll take that bet right now. They ain't getting in.
No, they're not getting in.
He's trolling probably just to make a case for the ACC getting left out, if I had to guess.
Well, even if the ACC gets left out, if Duke wins, the ACC is probably out, right? But I still don't think that puts Texas in, even if that happens. I mean,
no. Well, if Duke wins the ACC title, would Miami not get in? But then you can't really. Would Virginia have been in anyways?
At that point, Miami will probably be the only ACC team to get in.
The ACC situation doesn't have anything to do with whether or not Miami gets in.
No, it doesn't.
There's 5 conference champions getting in, no matter what conference those teams are from. It doesn't matter. So that doesn't affect Miami's ability. Miami's fighting for an at-large bid, not one of the 5 conference bids.
Right.
All right, so we have Big Dog Brett here. I would like to hear what he has to say about this Texas situation. Because again, I didn't see the stream. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
My main point was that the playoff committee has screwed themselves so thoroughly that they can do whatever the hell they want. And with the way that they're doing things now, if they continue like they're going, they will do something like put Texas in the playoffs. I guarantee you they'll do something retarded like that.
That's not happening.
Yeah, well, so what you're saying is you were just kind of using Texas as an example of how fucked up the committee is.
Yes.
Okay.
And everybody, the moment I said that, everybody lost their mind. So I just ran with it just for fun.
Well, also to just say, I guarantee Texas is getting in because that's what you said multiple times.
I guarantee it. I'll say it now. I guarantee it. And if you believe me then, believe me now.
No, I didn't believe it then.
Okay, then don't worry about it now. Sometimes it's fun of doing stuff on YouTube is just to troll the hell out of people. It's to troll an entire fan base of Texas fans that I can't stand. I'm still irritated about how overrated Arch Manning was. And if you sit there and say things like, I guarantee you Texas is going to be in, the Texas fans start cheering and going crazy. But it's just fun.
You're trolling Texas fans.
Trolling them by telling them what they wanted to hear?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because when you tell somebody what they want to hear, they get all super excited. And then when it comes out on Tuesday, you can point and laugh at them when they don't make it.
Yeah. Yeah, but he's playing 4D chess over here.
They're going to point and laugh at you, though.
Yeah, Lou, people have been pointing and laughing at me since I started doing YouTubing before. It does not bother me.
Good point.
I like this style of trolling. You're reverse trolling.
Well, if you hype up somebody like C-Dog, right? If you call C-Dog and you get him all hyped up talking about how great Georgia Tech is, and he's all super excited, and then you get to watch him just crash and burn, it can be fun.
Do you think maybe you should go tell all the Alabama fans that they're going to beat Georgia this weekend?
I don't know if I'll do that, but I think Alabama fans already believe they're going to beat us anyway, so it's not like that's a real fun thing to do.
Rec Talk's confused as shit, ain't you? Look at him. Rec's like, what?
I just don't. Maybe I'm an idiot. I just don't get the play. You know what, man? You're fucking awesome, dude. You're great. Everything you do is amazing.
Nah.
I got his ass.
I'm nowhere near as good as a lot of people at the whole troll thing, and I'm not as great of a content creator as a lot of people are. I do it the best way that I feel like I can do it, and it don't always turn out great, and it ain't always the smartest thing, but hell, I do my thing my way. I don't get mad.
Yeah, I can relate to that. Yeah.
I had to tell the Georgia Tech
that I wish I hadn't have said and done.
I had to tell the Georgia Tech people yesterday that they didn't have any YouTubers as good as me.
Oh, yeah, he threw you under the bus, Rec Talk.
Oh, I didn't see this. You talking shit?
It was on the Your Season Is Over video. I went on this rant about how Georgia Tech's not as good as Georgia, never will be, don't have the players, don't have the coaches, don't have the fan base, and they damn sure don't have the YouTubers.
Oh, damn, man.
Yeah.
You can talk shit about my team all you want. You leave my name out of it.
Leave my YouTube channel alone.
Yeah, leave my YouTube channel alone, man. My team might suck right now, but I'm trying hard.
Yeah, that was a low blow, buddy.
you know, at least once a week, I get accused of being the Temu version of Uncle Lou, so don't feel bad.
I still get accused of being the Walmart version of Law Tide.
Oh,
Yeah.
I remember Lou making, and by the way, for those of you who don't know, like Lou is the reason I started my channel, and I reached out to Lou before I started my channel and asked him if it was okay with it, if he was okay with it. And he sent me an email. He said, yeah, man, go ahead, do your thing. And I've been a supporter of his ever since. And I remember when Lou was making direct TV videos and people challenging him to fight at Walmart.
I remember when Lou was buying all the wrapping paper at Walmart. That's how long I've been around.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I remember when we used to wear the tinfoil hat on that. You had like a back screen and back porch at one time you lived in?
Yeah.
I remember the screened in porch.
I love that.
And he would call Walmart or somebody or DirecTV.
The first I remember the first Lou video I saw. It was there's a writer for, there's a newspaper in Columbia, South Carolina called The State, right? I guess this must have been like 2017 maybe. Anyway, he goes on this, he writes this long article about how great South Carolina is going to be and says all this dumb shit in the article, and Lou just fucking teared into him for like 5 minutes straight, 10 minutes straight. I don't even remember the guy's name though, but he's the sports writer for the State newspaper.
Yeah, it was basically like a next year is our year.
Yeah, article. And he said a bunch of dumb shit in there. Yeah.
I remember that.
My favorite one, I guess I've been watching Lou for a couple of years, was he was out in his garage and he was doing something and a lady across the street told him to shut up. He said, shut up, bitch, I'm doing Lou too.
Yeah.
I love that. That was my favorite.
Yeah, that was the first video I saw. I was like, this guy's pretty fucking funny. But I subscribed then whenever I saw it. I was like, this guy's funny.
The one that got me to subscribe was whenever he would call and he would be on hold forever with DirecTV, and then he would just get them in a circular argument. It was great.
That is the bad thing about everything going to streaming. We don't get any more of those videos.
Yeah.
Called DirecTV to protest them getting the ACC network.
Oh God.
Yeah, I mean, you can't call YouTube TV to bitch at them about, not inking a deal with Disney,
Right. Yeah. Right. However, they did offer you a $20 coupon off your next month, though.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
We
slap in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only reason I have YouTube TV is for college football months. And
the Gypsy got that $20 that he saved.
Yeah.
That poor Gypsy's gonna have to do Toys for Tots or something. I think we all won this week, didn't we?
Yeah, I don't know about Dula, but me, you, and Sir UGA.
No, I won like 150, so I didn't win near as much as you did. But Sir UGA won like $900. You won over 1,000.
Yeah, I won 1,500 and something.
Yeah.
Man.
Y'all need to stop mistreating the Gypsy.
Fuck him. He doesn't care about me in June when I don't have two nickels to rub together and I have to send him $40 on a Monday. He don't feel bad for me. I don't feel bad for him now.
Fair point.
Well, I'm glad you came on to clear that up, Brett. I mean, reverse trolling.
Well, first off, I don't think Texas is going to make it. I think you lost 3 games, and one of them was an absolutely abysmal fucking loss to a terrible Florida team.
Yeah.
And then your other win against Kentucky had to go to overtime. I mean, that's inexcusable, especially when there's a lot more deserving teams out there. But it is fun to get on there and get them all hyped up after a win like that.
I do love the fact that
Absolutely correct. The committee, because they've gotten so backwards with it, has made the transitive property relevant.
Yeah.
Well, the way they talk about quality losses is hilarious, right? So now Steve Sarkisian hears that, and he's like, hey, we lost to Ohio State.
And we lost to Georgia.
Yeah.
3-9 Nebraska had a bunch of quality losses.
Texas, we got the best losses out of anybody. Y'all better fucking bow down.
Well, we're
the best losers out there.
Steve Sarkisian going, well, we're not scheduling any more big games because we lost and it's costing us a shot at the playoffs because the committee is punishing us. Then you got Miami going, we're not scheduling any more big games because we won and the committee's not giving us any credit.
Yeah. Well,
it's fucking weird.
Well, they kind of have a point. This is what pisses me off about the committee. Was it 2 weeks ago? They were talking about Oregon being ranked 7. They were comparing them to somebody else. And the guy comes on there, he goes, well, we're still really impressed with that road win that Oregon got at Penn State. Now, meanwhile, this is after Penn State had fired their coach and they're not ranked anymore, okay? But they were really impressed with Oregon's win against an unranked team at that time. And then they turn around when they're trying to explain Miami's ranking and say, well, they lost to a team that's now unranked. Well, so... I mean, they say one thing to support one narrative or one team, and then they say something the complete opposite when they're comparing another team. So
Yeah, when they were asked about Alabama being behind Notre Dame, the guy goes, "Well, Notre Dame's got 2 losses, but they were early in the year, whereas Alabama lost to Florida State." I'm like, wait a minute. That was early in the year, bud.
Yeah.
And then they go and Alabama has struggled to run the ball.
what?
You know what I think the committee did? I think they watched Pete's video where Pete said, I can't have my cake and eat it too. And they said, hold my beer.
Yeah.
We're going to do that.
Yeah.
Well, and if that's the case, then I guess we shouldn't count that loss that Texas had at the beginning of the year, right?
I just think we should get rid of the beginning of the year. We should start the season in November 1st. It should just be a 4-week season.
Yeah.
Nothing that happens in September, October matters.
Georgia Tech will never get to play.
No, just put all 130 teams in the playoffs and start at week 1.
Yeah, we'll just do like a huge, single elimination. Boy, imagine you lose the first game of the year, you're eliminated, your season's over.
Then that would be right. Notre Dame's season would have been over week 1, and the your season is over video would be literal at that point.
Yeah.
Lou's going to have to start doing your season's over videos at freaking spring game.
Yeah.
Well, for Stanford, that was the case. Their season was over at the spring game.
Yeah.
I do agree.
A quarterback coach from what, NFL? Is that who their next coach is going to be?
Who?
I think Stanford. Yeah, they hired somebody. I don't know his name. Forgot his name.
Well,
I didn't even know they hired somebody.
I'm surprised that Florida went the group of 5 route again. I didn't think they would do that.
Well,
Yeah.
the market is hot, so
Yeah. I mean, look, the fact of the matter is Florida was that guy at the bar at 2 a.m. and he didn't have that many choices left over. You know what I mean?
He got the bar fly.
Yeah.
What's that old saying? A 2 at 2 is a 10.
Yeah.
So, is it a hard rule that the group gets one in, right?
Yes.
Their highest ranked?
Well,
I'm wondering with like Summerall leaving, does that get held against them or because
He's not
they're
leaving.
the highest ranked?
He's staying through the end.
Same with the North Texas coach, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Lane's the only one leaving.
yeah, Lane's the only one that doesn't care about his players.
Well,
We
go
talked
with
about it
that.
earlier. Does that knock Ole Miss out of the playoffs?
No.
No, but
They'll drop them in the.
They're losing their entire coaching staff.
They will drop in the rankings, but they'll still be in the top 12. I think.
With
Well,
Florida
gentlemen,
State, we got to see them play twice with that backup and saw how fucking shitty they were. With Ole Miss, we won't get to see it until the playoffs.
but Lane Kiffin is the play caller.
Right.
So you take away the play caller, that's a big deal.
I agree, but we're saying what we think with Florida State.
I
we saw it.
Well, first of all, I don't think you should punish the players for Lane Kiffin's decision to leave. I think that'd be wrong to do.
yeah.
It
So
would be a lot trickier if they were. It would be a lot trickier on the committee if Ole Miss was one of these 2-loss bubble teams. But
Yeah.
because they only have 1 loss, I think they're still going to get in.
Yep. All right, well, gentlemen, I got to bail. I appreciate you having me on and letting me have a little bit of fun.
Yeah, man. All right, buddy.
So you gentlemen have a good day, and I'll also have a good day, Rec Talk.
see you later, Brett.
Buddy.
All right, buddy.
Larry.
He said, "You gentlemen have a good day," and also Rec Talk.
You
Hey.
sons of bitches.
Look, this is his style of trolling, reverse trolling. It's great.
For trolling, yeah.
Yeah, that means I'm an asshole based on what he said.
But you're an asshole with a battery pack up your ass, so you're good.
Oh yeah, Key talked about putting battery packs up our players' asses in multiple press conferences, which is concerning.
This is kind of off topic, but that it just reminds me of something. We had a guy this weekend swallow 2 batteries because he's fucking nuts. He swallowed 2 batteries twice.
So what happens? I mean, do you just shit it out, or do you get like some kind of poison from that?
No, he shit them out and he swallowed them again.
What the fuck?
The same 2 batteries?
Yes.
Did they taste better the second time?
Yeah, they taste better.
Damn.
I didn't ask because he was also the one that well, like I said, he went a little crazy and he decided to spit in my face this weekend, and I tried to drive him through that concrete floor.
Well, I don't agree with eating batteries, shitting them out, and then eating them again, but I do respect the commitment.
He is committed. I'll give him that.
That's a commitment to make.
Were they Duracells?
Does that matter?
Yeah, it does matter. Yeah.
It does?
They were not Duracells or Energizers. It's like, those Dollar Tree batteries you can get?
Oh, yeah.
That's basically what you used to be able to order off commissary, and actually they can't order them anymore, but yeah, they were dirt cheap batteries.
Why, you can't order them anymore because this guy ate them and shit them out?
No, we had already banned them anyway because they had been taking them apart, and there's a aluminum rod, I don't know if people know this, that go through the middle of a battery, and they've been tearing them apart and using them for tattoo needles.
What?
Wow, that's pretty,
What?
that's some good ingenuity there.
They make tattoos while they're in the jail.
That's some good engineering. They must be Georgia Tech grads.
So if they use the aluminum rod, the battery as a needle, where do they get the ink for the tattoo?
Oh, they make their own ink.
Normally.
What kind of ink do they use?
Normally pen ink, but I've also seen them make their own ink.
Yeah, can't you make ink with like I don't know. I've seen like blueberries or some shit. Fucking smash them up.
I've seen them use like ash and soot from burnt paper.
Ash, that's the one. Yeah.
People in jail are some of the most creative people I've ever seen.
Yeah,
they really are.
Tattoos usually look better when they're done by a professional with
Slim, tell them how they
equipment.
Tell them how they light cigarettes and shit with the electrical outlet.
I have it. Well, we don't have electrical outlets in there, except for in the main common room, but we can turn those off. That's another reason they're getting rid of the batteries, is because they'll ground out the battery on the corner of the metal bed frame and use that to light their cigarettes.
Oh God!
Where do these people?
Electrical outlet.
Yeah. Where do these people learn all this stuff?
Well, Vic, when you sit in a room when you can't leave that room for 23 hours a day, basically, you'd be surprised with the shit you can come up with. As a matter of fact, this is what we should do with Congress and the Senate. We say, look, there's a debt crisis. We're $34 trillion in debt. We're going to lock you in a fucking room for 24 hours a day until you figure out how to get the debt ceiling down. That's what we should do.
Oh, they'll figure it out quick.
Yeah, they'll figure it out real quick.
They take aluminum foil and make like a stick out of aluminum foil, and then they wrap the end of the aluminum foil in toilet paper, and then they stick the aluminum foil in the electrical outlet.
I've seen that done in prisons.
And it lights the toilet paper on fire, and then they have a lighter to light their cigarettes.
Damn.
That's crazy.
See, here's the thing. In county jail, you have to be even more creative because you're even more limited on the shit you can have. Like I said, the only electrical outlets are in the day room, and we turn those off because, they used to be for the microwaves that were in there and the TV, which both of those are no longer in there.
Yeah, I mean, you get way more shit in prison than you do in jail, right?
Oh, a lot more.
Yeah. Yeah, jail's worse.
You can buy like I want to say it's like a 24-inch, basically a computer monitor, but TV. Motherfuckers in there have got Xboxes and PlayStations. They'll have commissaries stacked up to the ceiling. Like, you're limited. Even on the commissary you can buy there, I think you can spend like $50 a week.
Yeah, I mean, I've spent a couple of days here and there in jail before, and I remember this one time I was in there. This guy, he had been in jail for like 6 months, and they came to get him to move him to the prison because he had a long sentence, and boy, he was fucking celebrating that he was going to prison.
That's usually how
I was like, damn.
There. I did a prison run last month. We sent a dozen of them at once.
Yeah, they're happy to leave too, aren't they? They're happy to get out of there.
Overjoyed.
Yeah.
Yeah, the times I've been in jail, you don't even go outside.
Right.
And there's people that's in there for 6, 7, 8 months that haven't been outside in 8 months.
They haven't seen the sun in 8 months.
There's none of this 1 hour out on the yard deal. There's none of that shit.
Yeah, there's no.
We have outside rec yards. I have never run outside rec because number one, you have to have everybody there on shift, because anytime you're doing outside rec, somebody's got to be out there with a shotgun with them. And number two, you can only do it during certain times because by state law, we can't do it if it's over 90 degrees or below 40 degrees.
So only in the spring and the fall, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, what do they do for, if you don't let them go outside, what kind of exercise? Do they just don't get exercise at all? Or they just fucking do jumping jacks and push-ups? So, I mean, what are they doing?
Yeah, jumping jacks and push-ups. And there's skylights on the pod, so there's actually sunlight coming in.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've yet to run it because anytime the weather was nice, we didn't have a full shift.
And what about cigarettes?
No, nobody. Well, under Tennessee law, nobody is allowed to smoke.
That's that's demeaning.
Now, some of them get to, like the outside crews, I know some of them get to.
You gotta lock a guy up in a cage. You should at least be able to smoke a fucking cigarette, man. Come on. You know what I mean?
I didn't agree with it when they banned it. I was at the prison a couple of years after they banned it, and it actually got to the point they banned us from being able to smoke or bring in, like some guys with dip couldn't bring that in either.
So you just want everyone to be edgier in a prison scenario?
Yeah, pretty much, which is fucking great.
Yeah.
Well, it was people who don't smoke that got. It was. I mean, it's like you said. The state. It's people that don't smoke that got those laws passed. Secondhand cancer.
Well, here's my thing with it. If you want to say, okay, you can only smoke out on the yard, what's wrong with that?
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Smoke inside any building anywhere now. So, okay, ban it inside.
That's crazy.
You can't smoke inside, but put a damn ashtray or butt can, outside on the yard, and they can just throw them in there.
You used to be able to smoke inside of hospitals. Even back in the 90s, when I flew to Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, it was 1997. On that plane I flew, it was like a 14-hour flight or whatever it was. It was fucking people smoking everywhere around me.
Yeah, my granddaddy had open heart surgery because he smoked, and then was smoking in the recovery room.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't uncommon to go see your doctor, and the doctor would walk into the appointment with a cigarette hanging out of his mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, the doctor.
Different times.
Yeah.
That was before it was bad for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's before it was bad. Yeah.
Yeah, it was actually good for you, I think. They said it helped you breathe.
Before they knew it was bad. But.
Yeah.
Before they told us it was bad.
That's it. That's
right.
it.
Yeah, that's
I don't know. I'm all for people fucking up their own body if they want to.
Yeah. Me too.
I mean, we all do.
Fuck up your own body. If you want to spend all your money on hookers and gambling, do that. It's your money.
To a point, Rick, but when I have to sit there and watch you take a shit because you've swallowed 2 batteries twice, can we draw the line somewhere?
Well, no, you have to do that.
God damn it.
No, that's just part of it.
They'd smoke on the sidelines and in dugouts. Yeah. Who's that guy that used to be on the Mike and Mike show? The shit. Mike,
Golick.
Golick. Yeah, Mike Golick. Well, he talks about what it was like when he played for the Eagles. He said you go in at halftime, everybody would immediately grab a beer or a shot or something, smoke a cigarette, and he said in the middle of the locker room there was this giant glass bowl filled with amphetamines, pills.
Well, hell, that's even been since the 2000s because fucking Jay Cutler would go through a pack of cigarettes on the sideline.
Right. Remember that.
Yeah. I mean, they were just getting drunk and fucking loaded up on amphetamines at halftime.
Well, even Major League Baseball, didn't they ban them from chewing tobacco?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a bad look they felt for the league.
Yeah, for the kid, they didn't want the
Yeah,
kids
they didn't want the kids emulating, and you know.
Yeah, but then they sell Big League Chew, the bubble gum that
Big League Chew
emulates that. I mean,
They're
that we
talking
all
on both
had
sides
to
of their neck.
I mean, if you want a kid not to dip, just let him try it once. Then he won't do it anymore. I promise you that.
Yeah. Well, puts hair on your chest anyway.
I think I did that when I was probably about 8 or 9. It was one of my uncles had some chip. I was like some chew. I don't even know it was dip. It was like chewing tobacco. I don't know the difference. I guess you chew it. Anyway, I was like, I want some of that. And he's like, all right, here. Gave me a big old wad. I chewed for about 3 seconds and almost threw up. I was like, that was the last time I ever did that. Fuck that.
Or it goes the other way. Because we're riding, I mean, I got hooked riding back from I want to say Hartwell, like Hart County. And they gave me one of those pouches. And then I was like, I'm going to do this as often as I can for the rest of my life. I've pretty much done that.
I tried to do the dipping thing because when I smoked a lot, I had certain jobs at certain points where I couldn't smoke all the time, but I wanted nicotine. So I tried the dipping thing, and I did like. I mean, I like the way I like the nicotine rush. That's amazing. But as everything else about it, I don't like. I don't like it getting in my teeth. I don't. For some reason, I would get
gross.
I would get severe fucking heartburn from it. That's really the thing that turned me off from it was the heartburn deal.
Yeah, I have bad heartburn continuously.
Yeah, heartburn's terrible. I can't deal with that.
Yeah, I would dip occasionally when I had the same problem. I worked places where you really couldn't smoke, and I'm not going to go a 12-hour shift without a cigarette.
Yeah.
So I'd dip then. But like I said, that's part of the reason I left working at the prison, because they wouldn't let you dip, they wouldn't let you smoke, they wouldn't let you do shit.
Rex, you dip at work, right? You dip all day, don't you?
No. Well, now I work in an office, so I've had like a new job for the past 6 months. I switched jobs 6 months ago. Now I'd never done the Zens before. Now I'll do the Zens at work, and then what I normally do out of work.
So you don't have to spit with the Zens, right?
No, but it still gives you some heartburn. I want to say it's worse for me on heartburn.
Really?
With the Zens. Yeah, I don't know why.
I only did the Zens once, but I didn't know what I was buying, so I bought the strongest one. And
like 12 milligrams or something.
whatever it was. And the lady asked me too. I was like, let me get one of those Zens, and she's like, well, which milligram? And I go, I don't fucking know. She's like, okay, are you a smoker? I was like, yeah. So she gave me the strongest one. And
there's several people there that I think I'm the last smoker of the people that work back in the jail. A lot of them have gone over to vaping like you did.
The vaping is way worse. That was the biggest mistake I ever made. The biggest mistake I made.
Worse?
Well, you're because you can use it anywhere. You have no idea how much you're taking in massive amounts of nicotine with a vape. If you're just sitting there sucking on that vape pen all day, you are taking in probably the equivalent of smoking 4 or 5 packs of cigarettes in a day of nicotine.
Yeah.
So when it came to time for me to try to kick that, it was like I was trying to get off heroin. It was bad. I got sick, physically sick. I told y'all the story. I was hallucinating.
That's fucking crazy.
I was having hallucinations. I would wake up in the middle of the night with cold sweats, had these crazy nightmares. It was for like 3 or 4 days. I was living in hell. So I will never
Did you quit though.
What?
Vaping.
Yeah, well, the nicotine vapes. Yeah, I still have a zero nicotine vape that I use every once in a while, like on my streams and stuff. But
that way you get all the bad stuff without the benefit of
yes,
nicotine.
Exactly.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah, but there is zero chance I will ever go back to using a nicotine vape again, because I don't want to have to go through trying to get off of it again.
would you smoke cigarettes before you did vape?
Absolutely. Yes.
Okay.
And people tried to warn me about that too when I said that I was trying to quit smoking a few years ago. And I was like, well, I'm going to use the vape as a crutch, to try to get off the cigarettes. And there was people that told me this. They were like, don't do that. You might think it's healthier for you, but it's way harder to get off the vape than it is the cigarettes. And of course, I didn't listen to them. So if there's anybody out there that's listening, that's trying to quit cigarettes, don't use vapes to do it. I'm telling you right now, don't do it. You'll regret it.
I want to try vapes.
I won't do it.
Yeah.
So just...
Anyways, I got to get out of here. I appreciate it, man. Y'all have a good one.
Yeah. See you later, Rick.
Toodles.
Yeah. The problem
I'll
is...
just stick with cigarettes.
Yeah.
I'll be the last of the Mohicans, as it were.
Yeah, just if you want to quit cigarettes, just quit. Do like what Lou did. Just quit smoking. Don't use the vape. I don't know. I can't really give advice on the Zen thing because I've only done it once, but maybe that's a better option. But I don't know.
I don't know, man. Like, if I couldn't walk out of that jail yesterday and go smoke a cigarette, I might have repainted the change-out bathroom with that motherfucker.
Yeah.
I would rather you punch me in the face than spit in my face.
Yeah, me too.
That's spit on somebody is horrible, man.
Yeah.
It's like backhanding someone.
Guess why they throw
backhand
players? Guess why they throw players out of the game for spitting on someone? Yeah.
Well, not throwing that Michigan player out for headbutting the referee. I couldn't believe that.
Yeah, that was crazy.
He headbutted him. He went and it's like, okay.
Hey, Dad, what's your thoughts about that game? What game?
I think both your teams are dog shit.
Yeah.
I said before I'm a Nebraska fan.
Yeah, he's a Nebraska fan.
They're dog shit.
Yeah, they are dog shit. Yeah.
I mean, regardless of how the next couple weeks turns out, these Miami fans online talking about firing Mario need to shut the hell up. Miami has not had back-to-back winning seasons since joining the conference. Mario has more 10-win seasons than in the 20 previous years combined.
Y'all need to keep Mario. Yeah.
Yeah, keep Super Mario there.
Like, if you can't see, and this is really the problem with them, some just cannot see, I guess because they're just blind homers, that your team is in a better spot than your program's in a better spot than it's been for the better part of the last 20 years.
Thanks.
I don't think there's any help for you.
Yeah. Firing the coach solves all the problems.
I don't want to talk about my rivalry bowl, the Corn Bowl. We just got absolutely belted ass. That's the Corn Bowl, not the Heroes game. That's a dumbass name for a rivalry.
What is he saying?
I have no idea. I guess he's talking to his dad.
He's saying that's a dumbass name for a rivalry.
What is?
Heroes game. The Heroes game between Iowa and Nebraska should be
the Heroes game. Yeah, that's a very corny name.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. And that's why I said I should be the Corn Bowl.
Yeah.
I mean, most people say Iowa and Nebraska are made of corn, which is.
Yeah, I don't know what heroes are from Iowa and Nebraska.
Yes, that's my question.
Damn.
Speaking of rivalries, I hope we're able to beat fucking Venezuela. That's embarrassing if we can't.
Venezuela. Was that in soccer or?
No, in war.
In war?
That's a no bueno win.
We're going to war with Venezuela.
Is that true?
Oh, okay. I thought we were just going to war with the drug smugglers.
No, we got half our Navy off their coast. We're flying B-52 bombers along their coastline. We closed off all the airspace over Venezuela, and we're patrolling it. We're massing troops and tanks and shit in Puerto Rico.
So you think we're about to have a ground war in Venezuela?
To invade Venezuela.
I Googled it because I was like, so what's going on here? So I Googled it. Guess who has the world's largest oil reserve?
Yeah, Venezuela. Knew that.
Venezuela.
I did know that, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was Canada. Oh,
Well,
Or Saudi Arabia.
I was like, there's got to be some kind of financial reason here. What the fuck? I Googled it. Yeah, they have the world's largest oil reserves.
I would be absolutely shocked if we actually invaded Venezuela. I would be shocked. I don't think that Trump's going to do that.
no. Now, and what if we do? It'll be a paradise, right? No, I'm just kidding.
Nah, I'd be okay with them invading Canada. I'd be fine with that.
There's zero reason to do that, though.
True.
Yeah, there's plenty of reason. Just take what's rightfully yours anyway.
Right.
We've done it twice and we got beat both times.
Damn.
He knows history.
Yeah.
Revolutionary War.
It's payback. Actually,
you hear that,
since he
Slim?
brings that up, payback for the War of 1812. That's
You hear that, Slim?
Reason.
We've invaded Canada twice and we lost both times.
Yep.
Damn.
That's technically not true because Canada was a staging point for the War of 1812, and we won that war.
Yeah, but we went up there, invaded them twice, and got beat back both times.
Yeah. Well, that ends that argument.
It's not really true, though. Well, once again, who
Turns
won the
out-
War of 1812?
It turns out invading other countries doesn't seem to typically work out for the United States in the long run. I mean,
Yeah. Look what I guess old Germany didn't work out.
There's a new Germany?
No, the old Germany.
Well, I mean, by saying.
Well, yeah, the new Germany
old
is
Germany. That means there would be a new Germany.
Yeah, there is a new Germany.
Yeah, the new Germany is post Berlin
It's
Wall.
the fourth. It's the Fourth Reich.
The Fourth Reich.
Yeah,
Oh shit!
say
You can't be saying that, Vic.
because I was not gonna say that, although Vic did. But yeah. That's why I said the
Yeah.
old.
There is a new Germany though, and they use Arabic numerals.
This is New Germany.
Hey, newsflash: we all use Arabic numerals.
I know, that's what's funny.
Yeah, that's the joke. Yeah.
Yeah.
Although I'm not opposed. Like I have a watch that's got Roman numerals on it. I do like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
Is Roman numerals a number?
No, it is, but it's in Roman.
Apparently, Lou's a fan of Roman numerals because he got them tattooed.
It's Roman numbers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, it's numbers.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's numbers. Yeah.
Right.
Well.
Yeah,
I
the
don't,
number, the numbers, Mason.
I mean, Romans don't
What do
have some
they
kind of
use?
special number that nobody else has. It's just the way that they write it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same numbers. It's just
Yeah, as far as I know, that
it's just written different.
yeah, there's 10 digits. That's it. 0 through 9.
Is that what algebra came from?
Yeah, but somehow like XL is 50.
Yeah.
Yeah, XL is extra large. Yeah.
No, and
So 50 is extra large.
XL is not 50, actually. It's,
yeah, actually it's not.
It's 60. L is 50, X is 10.
That's right. Yeah.
Well, then XL would be 40.
Yeah, 40.
XL would be 40.
LX would be 60.
Exactly,
That's
yeah.
right.
Yeah, so 40 is extra large.
My goddamn dog.
Boy, Nate is confused as shit about these Roman numerals.
Yeah, I don't know shit about math.
Nate, what is let's do this. What's XVI? What number is that? He's whispering. You're cheating. Nate's dad's going 16. See?
I mean, here's a good way to figure it out, Nate. They use Roman numerals for all the Super Bowls.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't help him at all.
Yeah, that doesn't help.
Yeah, that is nothing to help him.
But I thought never mind. I don't know shit about math. The only math I know is addition, multiplication, division, and subtraction. That's about it.
Yeah. He don't know this Italian math.
Yeah, no, fuck that.
All I know is I don't know what they're doing these days with these kids. My kids and my repeat is 11 years old, and he brings home his homework, and they're to do division or whatever, long division. Whatever way they're teaching them to do shit is like Greek to me. It's completely the opposite of the way that we were taught how to do math.
Yeah.
I've had the same problem trying to help my kids with their homework. Like the way they have them learn it seems so ass backwards to me.
Yeah, and the problem is they have to show their work, and so I don't know whatever new formula they're using to. I mean, I can get to the same answer, but I know how to do it my way. I don't know how to do it their way.
Yeah,
I actually had this problem with my with Zoe's teacher for math. She didn't fail her on a test, but she had the correct answer on 2 questions, but marked them both wrong. Because, like you said, she didn't show her work the way that she wanted her to.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, the show your work. Yeah, that was so.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was so aggravating.
Well, I understand why they do it today, but with the internet and with AI and stuff, like you can just get the answer that way easily. But when I was in elementary and middle school, we didn't even there was no internet.
Yeah, we had the internet, but we didn't have AI. But we weren't allowed to use calculators, but yeah.
We weren't supposed to, but we cheated just like they cheat with AI and the internet now. I mean, what's the difference?
Well, you got these kids now. I mean, you can just, if you have to write like a paper or something, just get AI to write the paper for you, and you can even tell AI, hey, write this paper, but don't make it perfect, because then they'll be on to me. Like, fuck it up a little bit so it looks like I wrote it, even though I didn't. AI will get you a B on a paper, and you won't get caught.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've actually had people do that, like for incident reports or use force reports or whatever. Get AI to come up with one and then just retype it out in your own words.
You know what's funny is my oldest son is a senior, and then he was I think it was his English class. They had to write a paper, or like on a book or something, whatever it was. Anyway, they all used AI to write it, and they all turned it in, and then so the teacher came and was like, "Look, you guys used AI to write this," and they all were like, "No, we didn't. What are you talking about?"
I know
and she's like, "Well, how come you all had the exact same paper?"
Wow.
Word for word, they all had the exact same paper. That's funny.
Right now, a doctor that we're all going to have to go see.
I know, right?
Is passing their classes using Grok.
Yeah, that's scary.
Yes, looks like now Grok is going to become your doctor. Yeah.
Well, that's the next thing is you have robots doing surgery.
AI doctor.
AI doctor.
You say that when I had to go to the emergency room over that whole Bell's palsy thing. They didn't have a doctor in front of me. I'm staring at a fucking computer screen with somebody sitting behind a desk.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Yeah, you're still echoing, Nate.
Oh, I am? Or is it?
Well, you were. Well, you were. It's gone now, but yeah.
Okay, sorry. My bad. Anyways. I was hearing about AI and stuff.
Yeah, you're going to have like the medical.
I did ask a question.
Yeah. They're about to take over everything, man. Wars are going to be AI now. I mean, they're already doing it with the. They have these AI fighter jets that, they're unmanned. I mean, they're essentially drones, but they're fighter jets.
Dude, Terminators becoming reality. Which is kind of scary. But,
yeah.
I mean, whoever invented robots needs to be punished. Well, I guess that's human. Never mind. A human did, which is man-made.
It's humans, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe we are the dumbest creatures in the universe.
No, we're not.
How? What?
We're not even the dumbest creature on our own planet. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, in perspective, like making AI in the first place, we wouldn't have this problem. I'm not saying that AI is.
I came across this article. This was probably a couple months ago now, talking about how because human beings created AI has bias, and they were trying to prove that AI is racist.
What?
Because it was created by humans and it's got human bias built into it.
If it was created by white people, then
white people created AI. We made AI racist.
Oh my God. We are. You know what? You might be right, Nick. We might be the dumbest species in the universe. Good Lord.
I'm not saying I'm smart. But
remember they tried to tell us like 5 years ago that math was racist?
Yeah.
No, math is not racist.
Math tests are racist. They're racist towards Asians.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, math is racist. I remember that.
That's usually a sign of a very, very highly civilized society. When you get to the level of civilization that we've reached, the civilization itself starts manufacturing problems for itself that don't exist. Because all throughout human history, we've had real problems. I mean, going all the way back to cavemen and shit, right?
Create.
So when life gets easy, and there's nothing really that you know going wrong for you, you just manufacture things so you can be mad about something or have something to fight against. Because we've been doing it our whole life. I mean, our whole. So, math is racist. So, I can be mad at something. Mad at math.
I get mad at math.
Which I'm kind of with them a little bit. I mean, I'm not a fan of math myself.
Me either.
You know who loves math?
Not the playoff committee.
Rich people. They love seeing all those ones and zeros in their bank account. Believe me. Poor people hate math because they ain't got nothing in the bank.
Yeah.
That's one of them. I'm one of them. Because I keep spending on stupid shit I don't need.
Yeah.
Well, which I just need to work on, but.
Well, that's true for the vast majority of people, Nate. Like, if you're poor your whole life, you're just bad with money.
Thank you, Gutters Pub, for coming in to smash my thumb. If you smashed my thumb literally, I probably would have a problem with it, but I know what you meant when you said that. Mm-hmm. Yes. Smashed my thumb.
I don't think I'm poor. Maybe it's just my parents are a little bit richer. I don't know. If I'm like live on my own, I'll probably, I guess, the poor, or what do you call it? The low income.
Well, first of all, being poor is also a mindset. So, are you starving? Okay. Are you looking? Are you trying to figure out where you're going to get your next meal from?
No,
Nate?
Not really.
All right. Then you're not poor.
Let's be honest. Like, that's not even a problem in America. Like, there's not a mass group of people that are just really going hungry in America, unless you just honestly choose to.
Yeah, there's not really a hunger problem. I mean, there's a homelessness problem, but most of them are eating. I would think.
The reason we have a homeless problem is because a lot of people just decided, well, if they want to be homeless, they can be homeless.
Yeah. Well, again, When people look at the homeless in the United States, it's still sad. Don't get me wrong. I'm not downplaying it. It's a terrible situation that I wouldn't wish on anybody. It's a horrible thing. A horrible fact of life is there's people living on the streets. But if you go around the world, you want to see some real poor places. I mean, the poorest place in the United States looks like fucking Hilton in some of these other countries. Believe me, I've been there.
Yeah.
And so I don't think people really realize that unless they have been out of the country.
They don't, and that's a point that I kept trying to make to Volusia over and over that he liked to sidestep. Like, you get outside of the major cities, even in places like China, it's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, when I went to Brazil, we went through this. It's a certain part of Rio, but it's essentially several square mile. I mean, it was a huge area, maybe 20 square miles of nothing but shantytown, shacks. No paved, no running water, no paved streets. It's rough, real rough. I mean, overrun with drugs and crime. There's no place in this entire country, no matter which city you go to, no matter how crime-ridden that city is and how bad things are there, that comes anywhere close to that. Not anywhere close.
I mean, you're right. I mean,
well, to your point, you went to Rio. Go to favelas in Rio. That's bad. Like, that's literally heartbreaking, some of that shit.
Right.
What about Honduras, like as a country? That's a third world country that is poor too.
Well, to points like that, Nate, there's a hard fact of life that people will call me racist for saying this. I don't care. Honestly, it's the truth. Honduras is shitty because of Hondurans.
Oh, okay.
Like, it is.
I mean, I did have a problem with it while I was on a cruise like 3 years ago, but maybe I was on I guess good side part of town, or I guess.
Yeah.
But
I don't think it's racist to say that, Slim. I mean, virtually every country is a product of its own citizens and government. So, I mean,
people like Charlie Kirk was one that made this point, has said this, and was been called racist for saying it.
Well, there's places that are majority white that are also fucked up. So it's not a race thing. This is like when you remember when Tony Hinchcliffe got in trouble for when he was at the Trump thing, and he said, well, he's a comedian. First of all, he's doing stand up, but he said that Puerto Rico is a floating island of trash, and of course they tried to call him racist for it. He was referring to a real problem in Puerto Rico. They have a major trash problem. It's because they don't have anywhere to put the fucking trash.
Well, yeah, remember when we went to the Bahamas for the Slav Olympics? We were there. They're burning their trash.
Yeah. So he was referring to a real problem in Puerto Rico with the trash there. And of course they didn't get the joke. So they thought he was calling Puerto Ricans trash. You know how it goes.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, one way to get rid of trash. I guess burning is one way to get rid of it.
Yeah, but this is what I find funny. There's a lot of people that would say that he's racist for saying that are also tend to be environmental nuts, and they're all about the environment and shit. And there's literally nothing worse for the environment than burning trash.
I mean,
yeah.
Like
I mean, if they were smart, like if I were a politician in Puerto Rico, like I would make that my main policy is like, I'm going to fix the trash problem.
Yeah, we're gonna clean up Puerto Rico.
We're going to clean up Puerto Rico. We're going to fix the trash problem. I don't know what you do other than burn it. I guess the only other, because you only have so much land to have landfills in. So they fill up and then when you're fucked. So what do? Export the trash?
Well, then you look at like what happened at Memphis. Memphis has got a problem because the bus system, MATA, they built their hub over an old landfill. And now the shit's breaking down underneath the buildings, Their pipes are starting to sag and then bust. I remember when I was still doing that kind of work, we had to go out and pump all the water out from one of their office buildings, and we're literally out there with like 1,000 gallon a minute pump for 4 hours pumping water out from up underneath this building.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I'm right at 6 foot tall. There is the ground has settled enough underneath it from all the garbage breaking down. I can walk under that entire building and not hit my head on anything.
Yeah.
We need to get Elon Musk on that ASAP. He's got rockets. Let's start sending all our trash to the sun.
That's actually a great idea.
It's not cost effective because, I mean, NASA came out with this number years ago. I mean, it's like hundreds of thousands of dollars per pound to send ship to space.
Yeah.
We need to make a cannon that can shoot stuff into space. Yeah.
A cannon?
Well, actually, you say that. One of a very early nuclear test of in the early 40s of the atomic bomb, that they wanted to see what would happen if they detonated an atomic bomb underground. So they built they dug like a 500-foot hole and blew up an atomic bomb underground, but they had sealed it up with like a 2-ton manhole cover.
Mm-hmm.
And they had high-speed cameras at the time, and they caught that manhole cover in one frame. So by their best estimates, that manhole cover was traveling at around 200,000 miles an hour.
Damn.
So that's a way to get shit into space, because it would have made it into space in under 3 seconds.
So where did the manhole cover go?
It's probably technically the first man-made object into space.
Okay, so it actually went into space. So it never landed.
Found it, but like I said, it would have broke the atmosphere in under 3 seconds.
Yeah, I don't think that thing made it to space. I don't think.
Where did it go then?
I don't know. It probably fucking flew.
They never found
a couple hundred
it.
miles into the ocean or something. At the bottom of the ocean somewhere. Who knows?
And probably killed a lot of fish. Well, probably mutated.
I doubt it made it into space, though. It takes a lot of force. I mean, that's why you need rockets to get into space. It's the amount of force it takes to get through the atmosphere is insane.
Okay, imagine the amount of force that an atom bomb is generating. You don't think that has enough force?
No, I don't. Not something the size of a manhole. It's not just speed. It's everything that goes. It's the physics that go into it. I mean, you really have to have a lot of force to punch through the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Oh, I understand that. Like I said, this was their best guess at the time in the early 40s.
What probably happened to it is it probably fucking disintegrated. That's probably what happened to it.
Because it also generates a massive amount of heat.
It probably melted.
With wind resistance.
Yeah. It probably burned up like a firework.
Yeah.
In the air.
What's his face? I can't remember.
That's another record that the United States still owns, is for the largest firework ever detonated.
What is that?
Oh, it's China.
Well, the largest firework ever detonated was Fat Boy, and what's the other one?
Little Man.
Little Man.
And what's funny is they actually tried to, it became a meme. In Nagasaki, they set off a firework trying to break Guinness World Record. It's like, no, sorry. Y'all know better than that.
Well, to be fair, actually, I heard that Nagasaki, or I forgot the second location.
Hiroshima.
Yeah, Hiroshima, whatever. I heard that the nuclear, I guess, the bombs made it more beautiful in those cities.
What?
I don't know. Maybe it evolved. That's what I heard.
Well, I mean, after it was
Who told you that, Lindsey Graham?
I don't know. I mean,
After it was rebuilt.
Podcasts I listen to.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Nagasaki and Hiroshima are massive cities now, but it's not exactly how I would describe it, Nate.
Well, I try to.
Yeah, look how beautiful it is, man. It's only because we dropped that bomb.
I mean, if you look at it, I mean.
Yeah, not the words I would use to describe it.
Yeah.
I mean, factually correct, okay. Not the most apt description.
Why time with us?
Strom Thurmond.
I might go slam there.
Although it does kind of disprove the whole theory of nuclear war is going to end mankind. I mean, those are two massive cities now.
We've had this discussion before. The nuclear bombs we have, the weapons we have today, are 1,000 times stronger than what we dropped on Japan.
They are much stronger, but they're
and we aren't and also we're not the only ones that have them now. A lot of people have them.
Have much less nuclear fallout from them.
Yeah, but we're not. If one nation has that power, that's one thing, because then you can't get a retaliation. But when you have what over a dozen nuclear powers, how many are there?
Like Russia.
Yeah, there's probably around a dozen.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Right. Well, I don't think so, because here, yes, you could have a lot of destruction, but if you're using
the entire Earth.
Hang on, hydrogen bombs are considered nuclear weapons. There's absolutely zero radioactive fallout from those. So I mean, if that's what you're shooting out, yes, you're going to have a shit ton of destruction, but we're not going to have some radioactive wasteland like people try and make out to be either.
I'm pretty sure all nuclear weapons have radioactive. Every single one of them.
But yeah.
Okay, but once again, with hydrogen bombs, there is absolutely zero fallout from them because number one, it all burns up, but number two, because you're using hydrogen for the fuel instead of plutonium, I mean, look, they had fucking hydrogen cars. Shit just burns a whole lot cleaner.
Damn. Professional.
So now we just have to trust that all the 12 nuclear powers are going to agree to use hydrogen bombs instead of plutonium, which they're not, by the way.
They're not. But once again, modern nukes have much less radioactive fallout than the atom bomb did.
Right. We got the clean nukes. That's good.
Yeah, we got clean nukes these days. That is an apt description, compared to the atom bombs that we dropped.
I think those atom bombs used uranium.
Don't worry, we got
maybe right on that. There.
We got the safe nuclear weapons. Don't worry, guys. Everything's gonna be fine.
You mean we got like eco-friendly?
Well, once again, you're gonna fuck a lot of shit up, but you're not gonna have the radioactive wasteland that some people try and predict.
Yeah. So you're saying that people can survive that bomb?
No,
not if you're in the.
If it falls 5 feet from you, you're fucked.
Well, I know that.
But the whole world's not going to be the radioactive wasteland that they make out to be in movies.
Okay. Well.
The whole world isn't going to be a desert afterwards.
Well, I mean, look at Africa, for example.
Yeah, I'm not touching that one.
Nate? What are you even saying? There's a giant desert in Africa. Yeah, is that what you're saying?
It's called the Sahara
There's a giant desert here in America too.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be like I don't know how many times, like 10 times worse than that desert.
Yeah, and nobody's even dropped it. There's a desert in Africa, and nobody's even dropped a nuclear bomb on them. Imagine that.
Yeah, that's where we should go test our nukes, is in the Sahara Desert.
Oh, damn.
I mean, that's what Russia does. They test theirs in Siberia because there ain't nobody out there.
I'll even blow your mind even more, Nate.
Maybe
12,000 years ago, 80% of the Earth was covered by a mile thick sheet of ice. The Ice Age.
Oh yeah, Ice Age.
Yeah, there was no.
Yeah. You know why? Because of global warming, and it happened before us.
Right.
It might do it again, or we do actually.
Yeah. I'd rather the Earth get hotter than colder. We don't want to go back to an ice age. We'd be screwed.
Yeah, fuck no.
Well, why hotter? I mean, that'll be.
Yeah, but hotter is also bad.
Now here's
Not as bad.
Not really. And now here's the thing with that though. Mankind survived the last ice age. We'll survive this one too.
Yeah, but it would be worse. Look, if the Earth got a few degrees hotter, it would just change the grain belt. Like it would move it more north, right? So I mean, it would just change the agriculture, but at least you could still grow food. If the entire Earth is covered by ice, you can't grow shit. I mean, I guess.
But you can make a fire.
I mean, you can do it inside of a greenhouse or whatever, but anyway, it's way worse. Getting colder is way worse.
Way worse than global warming.
Way worse. I mean, there's been a lot of periods on Earth where it's been a lot hotter than it is now, and humans did just fine. When it got cold and it covered by ice, we dwindled down to some of the estimations are there was as few as 10 or 15,000 humans left during the ice age before it warmed back up. That's a very small amount of people.
Yeah, that really is.
Yeah. That most of the, I guess, humans eat their relatives too.
Yeah.
For food, which is kind of gross, but.
Which, here's my thing with all that too. They say, Florida's going to be underwater in 20 years. Well, then why are all these rich fucks that are supposedly smart buying all this beachfront property in Florida? So tells me the beaches in Florida ain't going nowhere.
Well, I can tell you, if the sea was rising as fast as they say it is, which I don't think it really is at all. I don't think there's any evidence that it is. Clemson. I'm not say Clemson. Charleston, where I live, is actually below sea level. All right, so when it rains, even just moderate rain downtown Charleston, there's nowhere for the water to go to drain to, so it floods very quickly. If there was a major sea level rise, Charleston would be completely underwater right now.
Oh yeah, perfect example of that. Like they have sketches. Now, granted, they're rough sketches, yes, of when everybody remembers the story of the Pilgrims landing at Plymouth Rock and all that shit. Guess what's still there above sea level? Fucking Plymouth Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1492.
So you're saying that Howard's Rock? So you're saying that Howard's Rock is not going to be above the water?
It was like 1607.
Well, Howard's Rock is in Clemson, South Carolina, which is way above sea level. So no, Clemson's not flooding anytime soon.
Howard's Rock is underwater. Yeah, we got some fucking problems.
Yeah. If Howard's Rock is underwater, then the entire country is underwater.
Well, the other thing, from living in Charleston, South Carolina, you understand pretty quickly that you're below sea level. They call it the low country for a reason, and Pete will know exactly what I'm talking about. But every now and then, when things kind of line up just right, you get something that's called king tides.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And if you get a king tide in combination with a rainstorm, it will flood just about near to Somerville, which is about 15 miles off the coast.
Yeah.
So that whole above sea level, below sea level, a bunch of dummies is what they are. Anybody that's ever put ice in a cup and filled the cup up and set it on the counter will tell you that when the ice melts, the cup never overflows. So, bunch of nonsense.
Yeah.
I mean, I put ice in my cup too.
It's a damn doomsday hippies is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, Al Gore. According to Al Gore, the world should have ended 5 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But if the world should have ended 5 years ago, according to the Mayans, the world should have ended in 2012.
Well, actually, no. The Mayans never said that. That's a bunch of people that came after the Mayans that said that's what they said. All the Mayans did was create a a multi-thousand-year calendar. They didn't say the world was going to end when it was up.
And yeah, they decided to stop at 2012 because
No,
they thought they had done
the
that.
calendar restarts in 2012. The same way that every year for us, in January is the start of a new year. So 2013 was just the start of a new calendar. They didn't say the world was going to end.
I just thought that maybe by new calendar they meant new world, but yeah.
Well, for those of us that are old enough to remember the whole Y2K scare, it took people about 15 minutes to figure out that all you needed to do was set the calendar back to like 1970 something, because then the calendar's recycled. They just overlap again.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what the Mayans realized, is that, well, we don't really need to keep drawing this calendar out because everything's going to relapse. So just do it again.
Yeah. Yeah, Y2K was the dumbest one, wasn't it?
All the prison doors were going to open themselves.
Yeah.
All the nukes were going to launch themselves.
Yeah, just because it changed to the year 2000. I mean,
But Jesus was coming back. He's still the we're back champion.
Jay is like a physicist. The mass of ice is equivalent to the displacement of the water missing underneath the water line.
That is correct.
Yeah.
That is correct. And if you really want to know, since we're talking about the climate and all this other stuff, I saw a really interesting thing the other day. It was an overlay of the world map, and they were showing the number of hurricanes they've had above the equator, below the equator, and on the equator.
Mm-hmm.
How many hurricanes do you feel like they've had that's either on or across the equator? Ever?
Probably none.
Zero.
Yeah, zero. That's not surprising.
Well, it is if you believe in flat Earth.
Well, yeah, of course.
Oh,
yeah.
We've got one in the jail that's a flat earther.
Oh, you do?
Oh, I've had some fun with him.
Wow.
This is what I find the funniest and most ironic about it, and they all do this. But like, he's sitting here flipping through his Bible, finding verses that verify what he believes.
Did you the next time you talk to that guy, I want you to ask him if he's reading it in the original Greek, Hebrew, or Aramaic version, or is he just reading the King James version? Because if you're going to take it, you should probably know what
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. One of you is echoing. I think it might be Slim.
Is it me?
No, I don't think so. I think it's Slim, because I can see whenever you talk, it looks like Slim's talking, but I hear an echo of you. So I think it's from his phone or something.
No problem.
Yeah.
It's the jail landline.
Anyway, so I agree with Brett here. Is he reading the original Hebrew version, or is he reading the King James version? Because, well, first of all, they removed a bunch of the books, especially the Book of Enoch, from the original version. That's not in the King James version.
Not only that, in the King James version, there are verses that are omitted entirely.
Yeah.
The book is there, the verse is there, or the book is there, the chapter's there, and all of the chapter will be there minus one verse or three or four verses hither, thither, and yon. And it's like, who decided that was a good idea?
Well, they took the Book of Enoch out because he talks about going to space and looking down on the earth and basically being on a spaceship, and so they're like, "Whoa, we can't have that."
Yeah, until that actually did happen. So.
Well, who knows?
Yeah, we've gone to space and looked down on Earth from a spaceship.
Yeah, but we're talking about thousands and thousands of years ago, Vic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it turned out that Enoch was right. So.
Yeah. Well, you'd have to get, if you want it in its entirety, and I don't know, I've never tried to get my hands on one, but I need to find out how hard it would be. You need to get your hands on an Ethiopian Bible. It's like 3 times as thick as ours, and it has all of it in there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Christianity was in Ethiopia. Christianity was in Ethiopia before it was in Europe.
Yeah, that's where a lot of people believe that the Ark of the Covenant is in Ethiopia.
That's what they say.
That's what they think. And there's one specific church somewhere there that they say it's buried underneath the church, and they have these priests that live their whole life to try to be a guard there, to guard the Ark of the Covenant. And most of them only live a few years, which is kind of weird. They get cancer and die. So there's some sort of a theory that the Ark of Covenant is radioactive in some way.
Yeah, there's a theory that the Ark of the Covenant is radioactive.
Yeah.
And one of the theories that they use to support that idea is that over the entire globe, there at a certain level is a layer of nucleic glass, which can only be caused essentially by a nuclear explosion.
Or from a comet impact.
A comet impact big enough to create that would have been enough to wipe out most of the planet. So yes.
Yeah.
You're correct.
Yeah.
Well, that happened. I mean, according to scientists, that happened. That's what happened to the dinosaurs.
Probably it's happened a lot more than just to the dinosaurs. Who knows how long that humans have survived? Really, I mean, if that fucking what's that 3-eye atlas thing? If that thing slammed into the earth today, right, it would pretty much wipe out any memory of us, except for our stone structures. I mean, within 1,000 years, there would be no more cities. It would be all that metal and all that shit would be gone. So, I mean, who's to say that 1 million years ago we didn't have some kind of big civilization that got wiped out by a comet impact, and we have no idea that they even existed?
Right.
You know.
Let me throw a real monkey wrench into your timeline of reasoning. They say that the petrification of an object takes hundreds of thousands of years. That's what they say.
Mm-hmm.
However, you can find cases where things have been petrified within just a few hundred years. There's currently a pair of cowboy boots that has been petrified from having been left out in the elements. It measures, tests, and is analyzed as stone. But that happened over a couple of hundred years.
Yeah.
Aren't people like petrified when like Mount Vesuvius?
I hear that happens with McDonald's too. Like it lasts thousands of years before it petrifies.
Like the people in Pompeii got petrified. Or...
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Well, but to talk about McDonald's, that actually turns to stone in your stomach.
Yeah. That's true. We have another Y2K in 2030. I don't know what that is.
There'll be Y2K30.
We're all Y2K. Yeah, we're always trying to find out some way to be scared about the end of the world.
NBA.
All these people worried about the end of the world, and I'm just trying to make my mortgage payment.
Right.
I mean, there is a 2K. I mean, there's an NBA 2K that comes out every year. So.
Well, that goes back to your point a few minutes ago, Pete.
Maybe they can turn that to NBA Y2K.
What'd you say, Goose?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, okay.
No, I said that goes back to your point a few minutes ago of mankind trying to manufacture problems because we don't have any.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right. I mean, scare somebody.
Nate's got so few problems. He tries to cut his own hair for no reason. He's like, I have no problem. I'm like, I got nothing going on, so I'm just going to create a problem for myself and try to cut my own hair.
Cases that he cut his hair because he was bored.
Yeah, exactly. That's a microcosm of what I'm saying. The human race has gotten so bored and fat and happy that we create our own problems, and just like Nate creates his own problems when he's bored.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's no, if there's no problems, then what's the point to life if you don't have something that?
Yeah, you gotta have exactly. Yeah, you gotta have some kind of adversity, right, Vic?
Yeah, some kind of adversity.
Sure.
Some kind of conflict, you know.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of which, I got to go pick up a rental car.
Yeah, I actually got to go too. I see Brett, but I'm about to end the show. That's why I'm not going to bring it back in. But yeah, appreciate you guys, Goose.
All right, man.
Talk to you later, buddy.
Okay.
I didn't even get to really talk to Goose about the LSU. He's an LSU guy. It's the Lane Kiffin situation. But anyway, we'll talk to him about it next time. Vic, what you got going on?
Let's see. Well, nothing today, but Yeah, don't. Yeah, I mean, I'm not doing any live streams today. I guess
right.
I'll yeah, but I will do my college football recap today. So.
All right, everyone, go check out VicTube's college football recap. Thanks, Vic.
All right, bye, Pete.
All right, Slim, go get that car fixed.
Yeah, it's already there. We gotta go pick up a rental and get all the car seats out of the other one. Yada yada yada.
Sounds like fun.
Oh yeah.
All right, man. Well, have a good one.
Yeah, sir. You too.
All right. All right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Another successful midday show. What is today? Monday. I'll be back tonight at 9 p.m. with Uncle Lou on the Uncle Lou channel for the Lunch Money Show, where we will talk about who to bet on this week. There you go. See y'all later.